Chapter 3. Man, this is really complicated. I don't know how I'm going to deal with this. Deal with Cole, the me that I'm supposed to be, and Justin, the real me, my real name. How can I live in a world to have something that I know I can't have because of that, the specific reason of the identity? I know it can never be between me and Tabitha. Charles, he could have her. I mean, that's just how it has to be. I can't focus on her. I can't focus on any of that. I have to focus on me, figure myself out, and perhaps maybe even find myself along the way. I have to be strong. I have to be different. I can't be the man Justin X says I am. I'm not him. I'm not that. I'm not a killer. Am I? Am I really that sadistic psychopath? I don't want to be, and I don't want to know. I really just want something different, something normal, something I can finally be. It's so hard, isn't it? Just to live two separate lives. But now I'm focusing on one, Cole. Cole Goodman. That's the life I'm focused on. That is the life I want to choose for myself. That is the new me. Justin is dead. This, Cole is alive. He is alive and well, willing to go the distance just to be free. I continue working at my job, books for you, trying to get past the fact that maybe that name, Cole, maybe that isn't the right name for me. I keep telling myself that it is, but what am I saying? It's not even my real name. How could I be someone else? But maybe I could be still Cole. But that's the thing. Cole is not exactly, well, he's not me. I mean, that's obvious, of course. But what I mean by is that Cole is an entirely different person. Someone that I have locked up. Cole Goodman. It sucks for that guy. I met him at a little cafe in New York. He explained to me the things that I could do. I was looking towards him because I wanted to find a way to maybe hide myself, to get a fake identity. But the things he told me, well, it wasn't exactly pretty. He said, well, New York's definitely the place for you, Justin. Definitely you can disappear here, or disappear anywhere else. I said maybe London would be good for me. He said good choice. And I suggested what if I came back? He said not a good choice. Not really the goodest thing to do is to return to a place which you left, which you had a different name in. So, and I just couldn't help myself. I had to take his name because what he said next was not pleasing to me. He said it would take 10 years to make a fake identity, to make sure that it would be official. I didn't have 10 years. I only had maybe 10 weeks tops before Justin X finds me. 10 days tops, maybe perhaps. I only have a limited time until he tracks me down, so I have to hurry and make a plan to get rid of him for good. I don't have time to squaddle around trying to find a fake identity for 10 years straight. That's not gonna cut it. I need to end this fast and find a way to cover myself, to cover my tracks. Cole is now in the basement of my house. I don't know what to say. Well, not house, but apartment. How am I keeping him hidden, you think? Well, I have to be very precise. Unannounced to the rest of the attendants, there's a secret room in the basement. Luckily, I found to my amusement. I managed to, work things out to my favor. I managed to buy a little cage in there. Well, it's not little, it's pretty big, but it's big enough for him to walk around and be a little spacious, though it would drive him crazy. It's like putting a bird in a cage, making them think they could fly. Truly menacing. A villain would only do such a thing. Cole. As I stare at him through the glass, I wonder, what did I do? How did it come to this? I know what I did. I know. Don't play innocent, Justin. You know what you did. You killed those people. You caused this. You caused all of this. Just Nick's existence, the tell of the police lights coming behind you. It's all been you. Your fault. And you know it. It doesn't surprise me in the slightest anymore. Just watching Cole just tells me I can't change. Can I change? Tell that to the man stuck in a glass cage with no way to escape. He's been surprisingly calm though, if anything. Maybe this isn't his first rodeo. He says to me, Justin, come on. You don't have to do this. We've been going over this for weeks. You don't have to take my name. I mean, I can make something up for you if you just let me. I look at him, just with a calm expression, and say, listen, Cole, I didn't want to get you involved in all this. You're a good guy, and I just didn't really want to do this, but I don't have any other choice. You were the only option I had left. Cole says to me, Justin, please. Come on, man. I got some people waiting for me. It's not gonna go good for you, man. And not to mention I have debts to pay and people looking for me. I can't stay in one place for too long. And with my name, it's not a good look for you, man. I say to him, well, I can handle it. I'm a lot more, stronger than I look. I turn and go upstairs and leave him there as he screams out my name, Justin, wait! I continue going. I have to. I can't connect with him. I can't get too attached. I can't do that. I'll feel guilty. Like I don't already feel guilty enough. But I have to keep my distance. I only talk to him when I need to. The thing that bugs me though is he said debts to pay, meaning people are looking for him. That's not good for me, or even for Charles, or even Tabitha. If these people think that I'm associated with them, they would come for them and their blood would be on my hands and mine alone. I can't risk that. I can't deal with that. I have to focus up and try to get my plan finished more and more quickly. I have to deal with this next fast so I can release Cole and he can deal with his own problems because I'm already dealing with mine as it is. I return back to the bookstore. Charles is sitting there waiting for me. Hey, Cole, what took you so long, man? It's been like forever. I say, well, you know how it is, Charles. Just, taking care of some laundry and some business before I can make it back home. And before I can make it to work and all. He chuckles and says, hey, you seen Tabitha? I haven't seen her in a little bit. I say, well, I haven't. And, I thought you two were, dating or something. He says, I don't know. Maybe. I'm not sure. She's kind of everywhere, She's not really someone who, likes to be held down, if you know what I mean. I catch his drift and I nod to him in politeness and walked over to the cash register and get ready to, welcome another customer in. As expected, a customer walks in, and it's none other than Tabitha. She looks so beautiful. Something about her I can't tell you just how pleasure it is to see her. She walks over and says, hey Cole, hey Charles, how you two doing? We both smile and say, oh, we're doing just fine, in unison. She chuckles and says, you two are adorable, and she walks over to Charles and gives him a kiss, and he gives her a kiss in return. I don't mind it. I can't mind it. It doesn't matter to me. What matters to me is dealing with Justin X. That's all that matters to me. And what matters to Charles is Tabitha. And that's good enough for me. I have to remind myself that I don't know her. I'm not attached. I can't be attached. I can't even talk to the woman. I go back to counting the money in the cash register that we made over the week. I suspected that we would make over $100,000 this month, It's been a lot of good customers. A lot of good customers. It's been going crazy since Dr. Sleep came out, and well, it's been pretty amazing. Wait, came out? You mean at the bookstore? I keep getting the date wrong. Well, it doesn't matter. It's like I see that book more and more, and to the point where I just think it's brand new, like it came out last month. Another customer walks in, and of course, Dr. Sleep. I walk over and give them the book. They pay, and they're gone. Charles and Tabitha, on the other hand, are making out in the corner. I can tell. I can always tell. I don't hear or see them, but I know what they're doing. I'm no idiot to this, and I just act like I don't know what's going on and just continue working. The end of the shift comes, and Tabitha and Charles say, "Hey, Cole, we're leaving," says Tabitha. Charles says to me, "Hey, did you want to come? We're going to have something to eat. You want to join?" I say, no, I got other things to take care of. He says, "Okay, suit yourself," and they both walk out. But something catches my eye. Tabitha stares at me, but it's not just any stare, it's seductive. It's almost compelling. I don't know. Maybe she's just doing that to be charming, or I don't know. I don't want to think about it. I can't think about it like that. She's not into me. She's into Charles. She's not into Cole Goodman. She doesn't even know Cole Goodman. She likes Charles Danvers. Charles Danvers is her man. It gets more confusing to me, even though I know I can't be a part of her. Can't be with her. Can't know her either. I finally get ready to go home and lock up before I leave. As I'm walking down the street, I notice something from the corner of my eye. I could have swore someone was following me. Someone had ducked behind the corner so fast, but I still caught him with a glimpse of my eye. It's a little bit alarming to me, but I'm not stupid. I mean, it could be just an axe. He could have found me, but how so fast? He is me, after all. He must have suspected I'd be here. Of course he would know. He's me. I quickly try to get myself out of sight, and I duck behind somewhere quickly before the person behind me could catch up. And then I notice them. I don't see their face, but I can tell they're following me. They're wearing a cap over their head. I'm staring at them behind a corner, watching them like they were watching me. They notice they can't find me, and they somehow think that I could be watching them. They quickly run out of sight, and I run home. I hope they don't know where I live, because if they do, that could be a very big issue. They could find the real Cole Goodman. Maybe this is someone who knows that I'm not the real Cole Goodman and could be stalking me, trying to gather evidence against me. But I can't go into panic mode just yet. I have to be sure I can't lose it. I go to see Cole. I walk all the way down to the basement into the little hidden passageway to the room that he's in, still in that glass cage. He looks at me. "Justin, I was wondering when you were going to get back." I say, "Hey, I made you some cheese sandwich. Hope you enjoy it." I give it to him, and he quickly eats it up. Really, really fast. I haven't fed him in at least a day, and I apologize to him for that. "Hey, I know this is asking for a lot, but look, I really need a shower, man. This is disgusting, and I'm sorry, but I just really need it. I'm kind of like a little bit phobic of certain things, you know? I'm cleanophobic, and I just really need this." Cleanophobic? What the heck is even cleanophobic? I have no idea what that is. It's laughable even. The fact that he made it up. But I give him a little bit of some, well, clarity. "Hey, I think I could give you a bath." He says, "Give me a bath?" I say, "No, I'm just kidding. I can give you some stuff to wash yourself. Here, I can give you a sponge, and maybe some dishwashing soap, and a bucket full of water, so you can be able to spritz it on yourself and clean yourself. I'll be upstairs until you finish." He says, "Sure, whatever. I'll deal with it." I go and get the supplies that he needs, and he proceeds to do his thing while I'm upstairs, making him some lunch. I already made a cheese sandwich, but that's not really gonna hold him. I give him some more stuff, like I make chicken and some Kool-Aid. I know, the typical black thing, but hey, I'm a simple guy, a simple man. I give it to him, he drinks it up, and eats it all. I take the plate. Before I can go back upstairs, though, he says, "Hey, Justin, look, I really gotta know. How long are you gonna keep me in here? I mean, you can trust me. I mean, I have a secret to tell you. My name, Cole Goodman, it's not really my real name. It's a fake identity. It's a name that I made up over the 10 years that I've been living here in New York. I really need to leave. I can't be here. Even if they don't find me first, they'll find you, and then that leads back to me. I can't. Just, you gotta trust me on this. Please. I know you're not a killer." I look at him in the face and I say, "Cole, I'm sorry. I don't know what to say. I'm not a killer, like you said. But I can't let you go yet. I'm thinking of how I can let you out. I want to let you out, man. I really do. I have some stuff to clean up first. Once I'm done, you'll be able to go, and I'll leave. You can do what you want, and I'll do my thing. Don't worry, this will be over soon. Don't worry about a thing. Your old pal's got this." I leave him there. He looks disappointed, but in understanding, of course. I go upstairs and turn the light off, letting him be able to get some shut-eye, and as I get shut-eye as well. The morning comes, and I sit there lying in bed, looking up at the ceiling, thinking to myself about what Cole said. Man, not a killer. Is he right? Is he right about that? That I'm not a killer? That I'm not some terrible, bad man? I want to believe him. I want to believe it's so bad. But I don't know. I don't know if that's true, and frankly, I don't want to really know. I don't want to know at all. I just want to try and just be the best man that I can. I don't want to be any of what Justin X says that I am or thinks that I am. I can't be that. I don't want to be any of it. I don't even really want to be Justin anymore. I just want to be Cole. His life seems so normal, but of course, it's not going to be normal for long. He says he has people after him, and that's not good for me. I just really want things to be normal, you know? Things to be simple at some point. Really want that. I really do. I get up for work, and as usual, I go there. I walk, but before I can even make it to the door, something happens. Something that catches me off guard. I'm snatched. And I go black. The world around me is darkened. But things start to clear up for me a little bit as I begin to realize that I'm somewhere that I'm not familiar with. It's a room, but it's not just any room. Not like any room that I've ever seen. It's white, but it's completely square, but there's just a door. There's no windows in here. It's just a light. The door opens and I look up. A man walks in. A man with glasses and slick hair, and a white shirt with brown black pants, and shoes that are almost church-like. The guy's clearly a classic killer. Obviously straight out of American Psycho, if you ask me. He walks over to me and says, "Well, hello there, Justin, I assume. You're not the man that I'm looking for. Cole Goodman is the real guy that I'm looking for. You, on the other hand, are not. I know you because of the news. It would be a shame if your job or your employees or friends knew who you were, so I would get to talking if I were you." I sit there and just stare, unresponding. He says, "Oh, well, you're the quiet type. Okay, I guess you're gonna make this more fun for me than for you. I have a few tools here, if you don't mind. I would like to use in our little game. Now, the game is called Simon Says. Now, when I say to do something, you do it. And if you don't, well, you get the gist. You get punished if you don't. I grimace a little bit. The way he says it is so sadistic. I know he's not joking around. He pulls out a screwdriver, and I'm already on edge. I'm a little bit scared, but not too much. I say, I've been in this scenario before. What makes you think you can make me talk? He says, well, we'll just have to see, Justin. From what I know, you're a very popular man. I could do just the simple thing and turn you in, but that would be no fun. I want to toy with you first before I do that and find Cole myself without your help. Besides, if you're using his real name, there's no doubt he's nearby. Or maybe you killed him, you know? That's the usual thing you do, right? I tell him, don't compare me to a psychopath. He says, isn't that what you are? A psychopath? You know, the usual classic Jeffrey Dahmer serial killer. I mean, there's no doubt about it. I mean, look at you. You're basically Ted Bundy. He says, I just can't wait to be done with you and get rid of you for good. Maybe I'll be doing the world a good favor. I say to him, well, if that's what you want, I guess I could tell you Cole is in the basement of my apartment building. He says, oh, really? And why would he be there? I say, there's a little passageway. There you can find him. He gets up and says, well, thank you, Justin, for your cooperation. I can tell you're not lying, but I can't exactly let you go either. I mean, come on, you've seen my face. There's no doubt you'll tell the police or get some way to get me arrested, or you might come after me and kill me. Not really trying to have that on my hands. As more as he talks, the more I have enough time. Unbeknownst to this guy, I've been trying to get myself out of my restraints. My hands are tied behind my back with ropes. It's not hard to get out of ropes once you've done it before. I've untied myself, and as he's turned around, I sneak up behind him and clock him over the head with the chair. He goes down, silently, unmoving. But I don't finish the job. No, I'm not a killer like he says I am. I run out of there. I'm gone. I'm done. I realize that Cole can't be down there and give away his position. But I had to do it despite time. I could have lied, but still, I didn't really want to deal with Cole's mess, his problems. As I ran out of there, I saw police sirens. Police sirens. That's interesting. That's amazing to me that they arrived just as I'm out. But I'm gone. They don't know that I was there. And that guy is still down there, wherever he is, in that little room. I make it back and I say, hey, Cole. He wakes up really fast, seeing that I'm obviously upset about something. He says, Justin, are you okay? And I cut him off. I say, no, I'm not okay. Who was that guy? That guy in glasses, the guy trying to find you. I nearly almost died, okay? So let's start talking here. Who was he? You know who I'm talking about, do you? He sighs and says, I tried to warn you, but you didn't listen. Now it's too late. I say, no, it's not too late. What does the guy want? And I'll deal with it. He says, look, I got myself involved with some pretty bad people. I didn't pay some debts, so now they're out from my head. What else do you need to know? He says, I just want to leave. I'll leave, and then I'll get them to tell me. And then you can just deal with the rest of whatever your problems are. And I'll just deal with mine. If I leave, they'll follow, okay? He says, look, please. Justin, I know you're not a bad guy. Just let me out, please. I'm begging you. I sigh, and I say, look, if you're true to your word, I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna try and let you go. I know this could be my downfall or a wrong solution, but it's worth a shot. You better get that guy out of here. Don't come back, you hear me? He says, yes, I'll do whatever you want. I unlock it. I give him his stuff, and without any hesitation, he walks out and doesn't do anything but just leave and says, thank you, Justin. Thank you. I'll make sure to repay you for this. He leaves out, and that's the last I see of Cole. I still have his name, but at least he's gone. At least he's out of here. And hopefully that guy will leave with him too. That's if he comes down here and finds that he's not here anymore, and he'll become obvious to think that maybe he left. Or worse, he'll think I killed him and he might still come after me. And either way, it doesn't matter. I still have things to think about. Tabitha and Charles. And also Justin X on top of that. Tabitha's been giving me weird looks lately. Seductive looks. Maybe she does like me. And maybe I might have a chance, but no, I can't think about that. I'm still thinking about it, even now. Even in this worst scenario situations, I still think about it. But it doesn't matter. Justin X might kill me anyways. But in the end, at least I might find someone. Maybe not to be alone all the time. I continue my usual daily routine and hope for the best, but then I realize, wait, maybe there's a way to help Cole out in this. The guy is a murderer, right? The guy's technically after Cole, and it's obviously he's done this before. So maybe if we can find evidence on him, maybe I can help Cole and put the guy away. It's risky, but it's worth a shot. And honest with you, maybe this might be the first beginning, the first real thing that begins my road to redemption. Hopefully.